All right. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. Today's Tuesday, October 11th, and we have a great training for y'all. Welcome to any guests, Solar Warrior Tribe team, Power Hitters team. Everyone is welcome on this Tuesday call, 10 a.m. Pacific, every single Tuesday. We have lots of good trainings from the team. If you don't know, JC Rangel trains the team Mondays at 9 a.m. We have women leadership and power. Cynthia, Marisa, Isela training the team on Wednesdays. And we even have a new training coming up with, who is that, Chris? Steve and Mike in New Jersey.
Yep.
As well. So we got lots of team trainings. Everyone's welcome. Everybody gives here and helps everyone empower. So let's go ahead and jump into some success stories. Type them in the chat if you have any. This could be a new lead, a referral, an ambassador signed up, a consultant signed up, closed the deal, won from a competition. I know, Scott, you had one you'd want to share real fast. Just unmute yourself. I think I muted you there.
There we go. That's a little bit better. Closed 2 deals yesterday. One was with a brand new person. It's her first deal. And what was so cool about it is it was one we actually had a fight for. It was up against Sunrun. And this is what I would tell people: don't quit. Keep fighting for the deal. What we were able to win the deal by charging more money, not less money. We didn't go down in price. We went up in quality. So the reason we won the deal is REC panels versus their cheaper panels, their FAs or whatever they have. 30-year warranty versus a 10-year warranty, and power. Power actually has a good image out there. My ability to convince the customer that we're going to take care of them, and so I'm telling you, it was fun to actually fight for a deal and win the deal. And it's nice to get her first one. I wish she was on here so I can congratulate her in front of everybody. But don't quit on these jobs, people. Beat them in quality, not in price.
Nice. Thank you, Scott, leading the way. Where are you located, Scott, again?
Fresno, California, the armpit of California, I've been told recently.
There you go. Thank you, Scott and team. Appreciate y'all. And a little secret for those of you that showed up today. My brother might not want me saying this, but Sunrun corporate sales reps are likely not going to have a base pay any longer. They are going to commission only. We just recruited someone in his sister is also a Sunrun corporate in Las Vegas, and that entire team was told that they are going commission only, guys. So Sunrun corporate, only to you all to know about this. So Sunrun corporate sales reps, huge news. What's going on out there? Chris in Colorado, Chris Edersberg, if you'd love to just say hi real quickly and tell us a little success about your state and what you're doing, I'd love for you to announce yourself. Hey,
yeah,
Chris.
you bet. Nice to see everybody. Thanks for calling. We teamed up with Curtis and his group. We bonded really well with some of the teams, and we decided it's better to build together than try to be competitive. We're in a very cooperative mindset. We have a warehouse out here. We're working with an EPC that we brought in. So we have a little bit of a touch point. It's helping the people. I think CJ Curtis needs to speak a little bit about the growth. I mean, sales are going through the roof out here. We're actually getting a new facility. We'll have a national training center out here, a regional one for any of our EPCs to come together for power. So we're just real excited about taking this to the next level, to be able to put installs through. Just remember, folks, we don't have quotas. We can give a superior service. All things being equal in Colorado, we've been selling bill swaps forever. We have never had savings out here. Just when we got a savings at Excel, guess what happened to the interest rates and the dealer fees? They went up again. So we're back to bill swaps. But we're locking in pricing, we're locking in value, and we're locking in the fact that I can give most people a better experience than anybody else on the planet. We've got great service. We've got great technology. We have even better products and even better warranties. So when I tell somebody I don't have 10 sales that I got to drag across the finish line and it's the next one over and you're never going to hear from me again, I'm here to help you go from zero to solar hero. And we're doing that collectively as a team, touch points and lots of hands-on, but hands off or hats off to CJ Curtis Bailey, because he's really got the growth going and love what's happening out here. That's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you, Chris and Curtis, rocking the Colorado markets, y'all. If you need some mentors out there, reach out to them. If they can help you or their team will help you for sure. All right. And then I know Adam and Chaz, you two are kicking major butt right now. Adam, share some of your success stories, some clues for us.
Yeah, so I mean, just on Sunday, me and Chaz closed 3 deals, which was awesome. But really, my biggest thing and why I'm raising my hand is just because, you know, I want to congratulate Chaz on becoming mentor. We're working very closely together, and basically the whole idea was to you know, do TikTok advertisement, YouTube advertisements, kind of like I have a lot of ideas that we're going to be working together. However, the last few months we've been doing Solar Cheat Code, but we're going to be doing a lot of A/B testing against their platform with like videos of both of us. So I just want to first and foremost congratulate Chaz, and I know Chaz wanted to say something. So, you know, I just want to say congratulations, Chaz, and then Chaz, go ahead, man.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Adam. And thank you, Jonathan. Actually, we couldn't have closed one of those deals on that Sunday without your like quick text on the response with some of the stuff with time of use. So thank you for helping Adam and I grow as we're growing our footprint in California. So Adam and I are basically covering both coasts right now. So I'm outside of the Philadelphia, New Jersey area. So if anyone here is looking for help closing virtually in Philadelphia or New Jersey, or even in-person appointments, you know, definitely here to help and excited to be a mentor. So I actually hopped on here, I think a couple months ago, and I left my corporate job of 10 years to just introduce myself then. So I was excited to come back, you know, just a couple months later and, you know, just share the success of just grinding through different leads and following up with referrals and not giving up. You know, so I think as of right now, I've contracted, you know, 11 deals in the past few months, and I'm just getting started. And now that I'm a mentor, I'm really going to focus on growing my team. So couldn't do it without you, Jonathan. Couldn't do it without you, Adam. Like Adam and I share tons of your material, Jonathan. Same thing with Chris. So shout out to Chris. You know, the YouTube video that you guys put up a couple weeks ago on how to do 100 deals a year. Like this information that you guys are putting out is instrumental for us growing our team. So I just wanted to shout you guys out, let you know that we really appreciate you guys and really excited to just continue to dive into this full time and really grow Adam and I's team.
Very cool. Thank you, Chaz. Thank you, Adam. Rock stars, mentors, guys kicking butt. Top of the charts, Adam. So hats off to you too.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for sharing. Yeah, if anyone else wants to drop a success story like Trey Hara, 3 contracts in 1 week. What is Trey? You're like 19 years old and you've only been in the company for a few months, man. Congrats to you, Trey. And Isela, thank you again. The women, the ladies of power, Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific. You guys want to put that on your calendar because they are doing awesome things. All right. Congrats to the top 50 winners that were announced at the CEO Call Masterclass on Wednesday. So many people here. Stephen Reynolds, Chris Perez, Marisa Fletcher representing the women of power here. There's so many names. Tom Cotter's on this list. So many names here. JC Rangel. So congrats to all you winners that won super cool prizes right here. And then we go to the top, what is this? Top 10, top 15. Paul Leon, Wally, Luis Perez. We got my brother Chris on here, Cynthia, David Perez. A lot of rock stars here from the team. Congratulations to y'all, and Genesis as well on my brother's team. It's one thing to be on the charts, and it's another thing to have your teammates on the charts. And if you do that in a year or 2 or 3, I mean, geez, that's insane. Hats off to all you leaders out there. And of course, Ubaldo on the team, the top New Jersey mentor, Spanish speaking, Jordan Shaw. Major props to you. I got to hang out with Jordan and Joel Gossett here, the Florida mentor, last night's Power Hour. So that recording will be coming out soon. And we got some major cash prizes and cars that were given out. And yeah, thankfully I was able to take first with 7 to 8 years of solar experience and lead gen and referrals and building a great business and never stopping. So hats off to all you. Next week, by the way, guys, Tuesday, on the 18th, on this call, we're going to have the top contest winners sharing their secrets and nuggets and tricks. You're going to hear from Joelle and Jordan and Cynthia and my brother, and maybe one or two more about what they did to be on those leaderboards. So you want to be here next Tuesday. And then, of course, every Thursday, if you're new, you just need some refreshing, how to talk to your warm sphere, get some activities going, 12 and 5 Pacific on Powur calendar. Like I said, Monday, I need to fix this. It's 9 a.m. Pacific, connect with JC. Awesome, awesome motivational training, and his leaders kicking butt there.
It is 10 a.m. Pacific every Monday.
Oh, it's on Zoom? I thought it was 9 Zoom and 10 in person.
It's 10 Zoom, 11 in person.
Oh, okay. So I am good. 10 a.m. Zoom with JC Rangel. And then you definitely want to mark your calendars for Career Week, October 24th, 5 o'clock is for Solar Pros. And then that Tuesday, we're going to have our team training on roofing, One Stop Roofing, one of the best roofers in Southern California. That night, the 25th, is Career Week for roofing industry. And then the following night, 3 nights in a row, is real estate and mortgage industry, guys. So 3 nights you get to build into to build your business and invite them to these amazing events. There's going to be curated marketing materials and videos just for these industries. And then October 29th and 30th, for those that can make it in person, Orange County, Anaheim, Downey area, fly in, drive in, train in, whatever. JC Rangel is going to be leading Mentor Factory 2.0. This is a training that he's running on his own outside of Powur. It's 2 full days. Looking to hire Danny Pesci with Knockstars or Michael O'Donnell. You're going to get some guest speakers, some entrepreneur speakers, Cynthia, myself, JC. So if you want more info, that there is a ticket, solarmentorfactory.com. Going to be epic. Here's the information on Career Week. Of course, read your newsletters every Monday. Check out your dashboard for announcements. If this is your business, you should treat it as such and really, really read and build into these events. If I were you, I'd be texting people I know to attend these events if they're in these professions. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of a recap on some things, some basic resources. I'm going to drop you a Google Drive and some tools, and then Chris is going to take that to the next level and give you some more resources, assets, and how he is one of the top recruiters in the company. So that's the training for today. We'll try to do some Q&A towards the end, drop any questions in the chat, and I think my brother will help get to them as well. So if you're new here, if you're not new here, if you're building a team, if you're recruiting, you need to know these tools, resources, and you need to have systems, and your new teammates need to know this stuff. So you always want to know about knowledge base, Powur University, those two. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Oops, give me 1 second. Sorry. All right. So for those of you that don't know knowledge base and Powur University, when you log into powur.com, they are at the bottom of the screen here. So you have knowledge base and Powur University on the left-hand menu side. So you definitely want to use those. Check those for any questions you have, any training you want to learn about roofing. You know, someone texted me, Jonathan, what's up with the health insurance? Can you give me the information? Give me the link. No, check knowledge base. You know, I don't have time to get 200 texts a day. So check knowledge base, check Powur University. Chris is going to give you a whole bunch of assets right now. I do have a Google Drive that I'm going to share with you called Powur Marketing. And let me go ahead and copy the link and paste it in here, and I'll go over some more things. There is the live chat, chat.powur.com. You always want to text your leadership, your sponsor, and give them a day or a few business hours to respond. You all have used a mentor when you came into Powur. They help you sign 1 deal, 3 deals, 5 deals. Text them, call them. And then we have Facebook groups, Solar Warrior Tribe, Powur Hitters Facebook groups. You can ask questions there. Powur Pioneers group. You can even search those groups. Type in what you're trying to find. I guarantee you'll find a bunch of posts that have already been done, have already been asked. And then there are Telegram chats, or Solar Warrior Tribe has a chat. Some of us has Facebook chats. Chris and I, our team uses a Telegram chat, and JC Rangel's team has a Telegram chat. It's an app. And again, check with your leadership or sponsors to join those chats. Now, under marketing, let's talk about marketing for 1 second. A lot of us ask about swag and business cards, and here's a nice business card I made by going to my menu on the left-hand side and clicking marketing. So obviously you have Powur swag and signage. You have personalized marketing collateral, business cards, flyers, folders, postcards. You can mail things straight from the website. And of course you have all your own websites and URL landing pages here, but this is where we have marketing. And marketing is also under knowledge base. So if you go to knowledge base, you can search anything, or right here, marketing assets. So Powur provides marketing assets as well. Now, for marketing, I also have my Google Drive that I just shared in the chat. You want to bookmark that, save that. You want to have tons of bookmarks to run your business. So in Powur Marketing, guys, you can see here, I have install pics. You can watch my Zoom presentations right in here. We have a homeowner slide deck. We have trainings. Under videos alone, you could have 20 videos that you could share on your social media. My team's having fun, install videos, having fun going solar. Share those on your social media. Tons of videos that we upload there for you. Door knocking, Thanksgiving, Labor Day. You got a whole bunch of flyers and yard signs. Some of these are fillable. And under basic tools for presenting, under that folder, there is competitor contracts, post solar bills after someone's gone solar, install photos, and a few other tools, how much EVs take when they charge and how many miles. So definitely explore and have some fun. It's just something that this team and I have built over the time. All righty, a few more things here. Now let's move to operations. This is just a generic order of operations and sequence for y'all. You want to live in tickets. They respond on average in like 4 to 8 business hours. Always, always on a post-sale job. Once you sell it, leave a ticket. Give them 24 business hours, maybe to 48, but always, always leave a ticket to your project manager. Now, if you have the email or the text, you can text them or call them if you have their phone number. It's not showing anymore, but some of them do still have a phone line. And then you can also look who the operations manager is and send them an email if you're not getting a response. You can use the chat.powur.com to get an update. You could call. There's even an escalations email if someone knows that. I think it's customer escalations at Powur or something like that. And if you still are having trouble, you can email your leadership, you know, myself or Tom, and you can give them the project name and ID in the subject line. Always don't ever email and not include a project name and ID in the subject line, a few sentences and a screenshot of the project manager ignoring you, not replying to you in 48 business hours. So this is the order of operations. I know we have some struggles right now. I know some markets are rougher than others. I know Arizona, has been really rough. I know we're getting new project managers every single day. I know there's new people managing the chat. So please bear with and be patient, because we all really care and really want to help you. Customer facing contacts, chat.powur.com. They can call, or better yet, they can email. And that is for post-sale operations and maintenance, customer care at powur.com. If you don't know, my favorite video to share is Powur Explained in 15 minutes. Some of you have stepped up and made your own videos. Amazing. I'll be recording a new one soon, and I link that to solarmodelexplained.com. It's one of the best ways to recruit, and we're going to hear how Chris recruits here in just a second. And enterprise, whatisyourredline.com, as well as knowledge base, tons of videos and slide decks and resources for enterprise in knowledge base and whatisyourredline.com. Okay. How are we doing so far, Chris? We good?
Good.
All right, guys. So Chris, I think, you all know in his first year, he sold over a year and a half, he sold over 150 jobs with Powur. He doesn't come from sales. He doesn't come from solar. He's been doing this a year and a half. He's a marketing guru expert. He builds his team, and then he helps mentor those people. And he has tools and systems and spreadsheets in place. You can't talk to him. You have to follow 2 or 3 steps first. So I'm excited that he's going to share his resources, some tools, and then close us out with maybe some 10, 15 minutes of his recruiting magic, what he goes over when he recruits. So let me let you share your screen, Chris, and go ahead and take it away.
Cool. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? I sound just like my brother, so don't confuse which one's which. But as Bobby Smith says, I'm the better looking one.
That's right.
So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Yeah, and as John mentioned, guys, I'm probably the #1 recruiter in all of Powur this year, especially. And I've just been developing systems and doing marketing and all of that. And it's really forced me, last year, I think I talked to 600 people individually. And then this year I'm like, why don't I do group Zooms? So I was doing group Zooms and doing presentations. And then I thought, why don't I just record that? So I've just been developing a lot of systems, and, I have over 100 people directly under me now on my team. You can imagine how many messages and texts I get per day, people asking me questions. So I used to respond to people on text, and I have all these bookmarks saved. I'll even show you guys here. Let me share my screen. So I have this folder on my Google, and you can see all these bookmarks I have saved. So I used to help my team, and if they had a question, they'd text me, I'd respond, I'd find the bookmark, I'd text it to them. And Powur has been getting a lot better at having their help, their knowledge base, answer a lot of questions. But what I did for my team, and what's available for all of you guys, I don't mind sharing everything with everyone and helping everyone at Powur. So I'm going to put the link for this in the chat. Definitely bookmark this. If you're on Chrome, you just click the little star icon on the top right. So this is one of the resources I have for my team, or for anyone at Powur, guys. And I've got some tabs here. So basically, if anyone has a question, right, this is sort of the order of operations, if you will, if anyone has a question. So #1, you can check this Excel document. #2, you can search knowledge base. 90% of your questions, guys, are going to be answered in knowledge base. That is really your best resource. Powur University has a lot of other trainings. You can ask pre-sales chat if it's a pre-sales related question. If you've used a mentor before, like Trey uses me, and he always hits me up with questions, you can ask a mentor that you have used before. If you're in one of our team chats, here's my brother's team chat. We have a Powur Hitters Facebook group. You can always ask it in there as well. And this is the order, guys. You don't want to just jump to texting a mentor, jump to posting in Facebook, right? You want to do your due diligence, take your time and actually research a little bit, take 5-10 minutes, search some of these resources, see if you can find the answer in there. And then if you still can't find the answer after all that, check with your leadership. For my direct recruits, I have office hours. So that's kind of the order of operations. If you guys have any questions.
So real quick,
I-
Chris, I know we have a list of mentors and we have a link there. And of course, Tom and Rick and team, they have a list of mentors, and even Powur Pair can recommend the best mentor. So check with your leadership always on what mentor your team and your leadership recommends. And tell us about that office hour real quick, Chris. So as a leader with growing a little team, you actually have is it a 1 hour office hour every week, or what is that?
Yeah, so that's just for my direct recruits that are under me that can use my office hour. And once they've checked all these resources, if they still can't find the answer and they need to actually get on a call with me, then any of my direct recruits are able. So I offer that as a resource to my team.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. And as my brother mentioned, if there's any sold projects, the order of operations, he just mentioned that, what to follow. So in this Excel document, guys, there's a lot of tabs, as you can see on the bottom, if anyone's not familiar with Google Sheets. I've got links to each of the tabs there. So this is sort of the directory of this Excel document. I'm more about functionality than style. Like I could probably pay someone to make a fancy website with all this stuff, but I'm more about function. So here's all the links to the tabs in this document. I've got, and I'll just go through them real quick. So if you guys are new to Powur, right? I've recruited over 100 people just this year alone. And this is what I send them when they join. This is what I send them in an email. So when you guys have anyone interested in solar, this is what I tell my new recruits. We're just here to do two things. As soon as you get someone interested in solar, number one, get a copy of their utility bill. Number two, schedule them on a mentor's calendar. You want to do both of those at the same time. Don't wait. Do both of those at the same time. And then I've got some initial steps. Of course, step one is finishing your tier 1 onboarding. I've got a couple of my favorite training videos by JC Rangel, by my brother that I've listed here. Of course, you want to join a Powur on training. Got some initial videos. You want to join the weekly trainings, which I've got the dates and times there. And I've also got a Google Calendar people can add, our team's Google Calendar. And then a couple of my favorite training videos, my brother's How to Build a Referral-Based Business, JC Rangel's 8-point system. And I just added this one by JC Rangel. He just did yesterday, his team building. As you guys know, JC Rangel is also one of the largest recruiters in Powur. There's his training he did yesterday. If anyone missed that, really great. I love his trainings, man. They're fire. He has all the slogans. Yesterday he said, I have an MBA, a massive bank account. I just love everything he says. And he says, do you guys want a D2D until you're DEAD? No, you want to build a team. You want to build your passive income. So love JC Rangel and his trainings. Business card, join our team chat group, join our Facebook group. So that's the email, guys, I send to all my new recruits. If any of you are building a team and any of you want to send your people this, feel free, have at it. Tom Cotter also has some great steps that he sends his team here. He also in here has the Powur business plan, KPIs, and some other things, and his Solar Warrior Tribe groups and resources there as well. So you can check his out as well.
I think JC even has a website portal that his team can log into.
Yeah.
And that walks you through some stuff as well.
I'll have to list that on here. And this, I'm continually adding resources and things to this, guys. So under training videos, again, we have the weekly live trainings. You got my brother's YouTube and JC Rangel's YouTube. Definitely subscribe, like those videos, guys. The Google Calendar. Don't forget powurcalendar.com, of course. Got some training videos on how to enter a lead, how to edit the solo proposal, how to close a deal, how to do adders. If you have a new homeowner, how to size a system. And then starting out, right? Once you join Powur, some fast start training, how to contact your warm market, launch training, how to make your list and call them, how to on Redfin download a list of homeowners that bought their home in the last year and go door knock them next week. Some social media training. JC is own mentors training, and then that team building one JC did yesterday. And there's many more on my brother and JC's YouTubes, guys, but these are my favorite that I recommend for people. Objection handling, right? When people join Powur initially, you want to not only have some knowledge of solar and the benefits, but you want to be able to answer some common objections so you can talk to people about solar. And then we go into some more solar related videos, fast start training, solar crash course, 8 stages of solar, roof training, tax credit. Again, as my brother mentioned, he has lots of recordings where my brother presents to homeowners. So you can see how he presents to homeowners, what the questions they ask are, how he handles those. Those are linked right there. And then the slide deck presentation right there. My own personal slide deck that I have is right there as well. Powur guys has their own slide deck. It's actually pretty new. I haven't gone through it yet. I need to check that out. They updated it recently. So I also have my own slide deck listed there as well. And then I have some other things down here for Tesla. If anyone mentions Tesla, here's a video that I have about how to sell against Tesla and 3 website links that just show how bad their reviews are and everything. If anyone missed the convention in Dallas, there's tons of videos from the Dallas convention you can check out with some of the partners of Powur and their resources. Some enterprise resources here, and I've got a tab just for enterprise there as well. My brother always loves BNI. That's how he got, I think, what, John, 7 sales your first year, 13 sales your second year? Something like that.
Yeah, 13 sales in 1 year just from BNI networking group.
Yeah, BNI Chamber of Commerce, guys, highly, highly, highly recommend joining both of your local chapters for those. And then I've got some resources here, guys. So we've got the homeowner presentation. Powur, again, has their own slide deck that they're continually updating. Here's my personal slide deck I use. And for any of these Google resources, guys, just a reminder, if you're ever on a doc and you want to be able to edit it or make it your own, click File, click Make a Copy. Do not request share access from me, or you'll be
Please
on my
stop
back.
requesting share access. Oh, please just make a copy.
And then here's Powur's coverage map. Of course, some of these resources are in help. There's the coverage map. Business Center is, of course, in the marketing center in your Powur back office. I really love this income estimator by Tom Cotter. Tom Cotter, guys, is amazing. His resources and Excel sheets are freaking amazing. And I'm a big fan of Excel sheets. So him and I just coordinate on all this. This thing is so cool. You can put in how much income you want to make, what the average commission is per sale, how many days per week you want to work. These are some averages, closing ratios, and it shows you want to make 100K next year, guys. You need to sell 15 projects, which means you need to talk to about 1 homeowner every day, 4 days a week. You need to collect about 77 utility bills from that. You need to do 62 presentations from that. And on average, most people's close ratio is 25%. So you sell 15 deals next year, guys, you'll make 100K. Love that Excel sheet. There's Powur approved. Oh gosh, my Zoom went way too big there. Let me zoom out. Okay, there's Powur approved utilities. These are all in the help center as well. Excluded utilities. Another document Tom Cotter and I strategize on is the solar panel menu, guys. This has the different panels available, the spec sheets, the annual degradation. So that's linked in here as well. If an MPU is required, another Tom Cotter special here. This will help you determine if you need an MPU for any of your jobs. Real simple. Depending on the main breaker, it tells you what's allowable. If you guys haven't got paid on your M1 and M2 on a job, make sure to check these 2 documents. It tells you what is needed for getting your M1 and M2 commissions, how to do a change order. That's a little more advanced. Requesting a roofing proposal, do the roofing certification in Powur, guys, if you ever have a roof job. My brother's marketing resources that he linked to before, the link for that is right there. For financing, these top 3 are also Tom Cotter's lovely documents that I love so much. There is updated dealer fees, guys. Tom literally spent 5 hours updating this the other day, so we all have an easily accessible view of the dealer fees and what's available. Quick note on that, guys, since all the dealer fees went up for Mosaic, Sunlight is really one of the cheaper ones for dealer fees. And my go-to, a lot of my brother and I's mentors go-to right now is the Mosaic 20 or 25 year, 6.5%. There's basically no dealer fee on that, guys. And, it's a great price. You're going to show the customer something $10,000 less. And, even if you switch to like a Sunlight 20-year, 1.99, 2.99, they're only going to save a couple bucks a month. So a lot of our mentors right now, guys, go-to financing on anything, Mosaic 20 or 25 years, 6.5%. So this document anyways has the dealer fees. It's got some finance limits. What are the limitations? It's got some FICO score guidance. What the FICO score should be is relative to the solar dollar amount of the total project. And I think we're putting some contacts in there right now as well. And then, of course, check Powur. Mosaic's got a portal. If you're a tier 2 or mentor Mosaic, you can log in and check some of your Mosaic projects or resend docs if you need to. If you have a roofer that wants to join, or you're a pro that knows Sonova really well, you can request Sonova access. So those are some resources. Let's chat about recruiting real quick, guys. So I'm the #1 recruiter in Powur, not to toot my own horn, but here's some of my own personal resources, guys, that you can use, the same frickin' resources that I use that you can use yourself to recruit. So just a little quick pro tip for you guys. You can use all my resources, videos, anything. Feel free to send anyone to any videos you like, JC's, mine, whoever. But a little pro tip for you. If you're trying to recruit someone, get their email address. Go to your seller join page. Click join now. Go ahead and put in their email address and click go. What that's going to do, guys, is that's going to send them an email to register. And now this new interface is so slick. They can actually access the back office and watch videos and different things from JBud and different videos for recruiting. So, go ahead. If you have anyone interested, send them the email. Go to your seller join page. Go ahead and send them the email preemptively. Number one, that's going to give them access to the back office and videos. And number two, guys, that's going to assign them to your account. So just a little pro tip for you there. But here's all the resources. This is what I send anyone interested in Powur. And the key, guys, to recruiting, it's just like selling solar, right? Or anything in sales. It's leads, 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 right? That gets into a little more of my secret sauce and what I do with my online marketing background and all that to get leads. But once you have anyone interested in Powur or in sales, and anyone you guys know that are in sales, any solar pros you guys know, any realtors, roofers, HVAC contractors, electricians, loan officers, any salesmen or women you guys know selling water, alarms, pest, insurance, auto, cell phones, all of these people, guys, are joining Powur. This is why Powur had over 1,000 new sales reps join last month alone. That's why we're the fastest growing solar company in the nation. There's something for everyone. If you just want to be a $1,000 ambassador, if you want to join and give your deals to a pro and let them do all the work for you and get half the commission, or after 3 deals you want to sell on your own, or after 5 you can become a mentor and build a team. There's literally something for everyone. Literally every single person my brother and I talk to, we can pitch Powur in some way. If they have a home, we can sell them solar. If they don't have a home, they can be an ambassador. If they're in sales, if they want to make a side income, literally every single person you talk to, you can promote Powur in some way. So if anyone's interested in joining Powur, there's the 15-minute video my brother told you guys before. He's got a URL redirect, solarmodelexplained.com. It's just a YouTube video. And I think he's going to film a new one of those pretty soon. Of course, there's freaking ads on YouTube videos. Gotta love it. But there's his 15-minute video. And then I recently, guys, so, last year I talked to 600 people individually. And then I thought, why don't I do group Zoom? So I was doing group Zooms this year and doing a presentation. And then I thought, well, why don't I just record that presentation? That way, when I jump on Zoom with people, I can just get to know them better and talk to them about strategy and how much money they want to make. So I recorded this, guys. It's probably one of my best recruiting videos I've ever done. And you guys are more than welcome to use this yourselves. Send this to anyone you know, and if people contact me, if they mention anyone else's names, you guys can have at it. I do not need to, have someone if they've already been working with you. And that's also why I told you guys, put their email in. That's going to tie them to your account. So feel free to send them anyone's videos. Even if they reach out to me or JC, we love to build the company. We don't need to try to take a rep or this or that. If they're under you, if they mention your name, if you've already worked with them, fantastic. Use my resources as much as you want. So check out this training video, guys. I go into how I've sold over 100 deals per year, all virtually. In my first year, I've now done over 150 deals in the last year and a half. I talk about my background. I show you a proposal example. I answer common questions. When I recruit guys, these are the most common questions I've gotten. So I include that. I answer all the questions. I show my own slide deck that I use, how I present to homeowners. I go over a proposal example and show the costs and all of that. Talk about the commission, the rev share, steps to success, everything like that. And it was recent, so it does have the new 85 a month. So feel free to leverage this video, guys. This is literally what I text people. I text this little thing right here, probably to 5 people every day. So I send that to people. My brother and I did a bigger 1-hour Zoom a month or 2 ago. So there's that resource as well. You can always send anyone to the Monday Night Power Hour. And then those common questions, guys, I linked directly to my YouTube video where I answer those. So common questions. Do you provide leads? Here, watch 2 minutes here. What about the payout? When do I get paid? What equipment do you do? Who does the install? Okay, watch this 2 minutes here. I answer all that. What's your red line? Okay, here, watch this. I'll literally show you every cost of good that no other solar company will ever show you. Check it out. If they say they're not interested, cool. Here's what to say. If they ask, why do I have to pay for power or whatever? Here's what to say. I say I'm a broker. If they're a solar pro, say, awesome. How would you like $1.80 red line cost of goods with the highest commissions? Watch 2 minutes here. If they ask, do you do commercial, power? So I've got all the resources. Guys, this is literally what I text people and send people and how I'm the top recruiter in power. But just like selling solar, guys, the key is leads. The key is, letting more people know about power or about solar. That's the key to anything in sales, right, guys? So, connect with any sales reps on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Solar Pro groups, message people. Of course, you want to let anyone know about power, especially if they're in sales, if they're in a business or industry dealing with homeowners. So that's a little summary of my recruiting resources, guys. Feel free to use any of them. Here's some contacts and email addresses that you can use for just general power support for any power consultants. And my brother already kind of mentioned the customer contacts. That's that tab. Enterprise resources is in help. Always check that first. There's a video overview on my brother's YouTube. There's a slide deck. That's also on the help page. There's a video. If you have enterprises that join, there's a video that goes over and trains them on how to use the settings. There's an enterprise training my brother did as well. And for enterprise members, there's a special support email. Batteries, guys, I just listed this tab today and started listing some of my resources for batteries for Enphase and Solar Edge. And of course, there's the energy estimators. So if someone's like, what can I back up? These companies have their own estimators. You can plug in the homeowner's home info and, estimate what battery will cover how much and for how long. Michael Patterson, guys, is the smartest person I've ever met about batteries. He has lots of trainings. He's one of our top Florida mentors and very resourceful, lots of trainings about batteries that he has. So check him out. For anyone new to power that's never sold a deal, when you sell your first deal, here's a tab called Project Timeline. It's just a rough timeline for every stage, how long to expect, what's going to happen, and if it doesn't in that certain time frame, who to contact. So just kind of I think I updated this recently. Starting to put some ambassador information here. There's some ambassador videos that ambassadors can use to let anyone know that they'll get $1,000 if they let anyone know about solar. And then lastly here, guys, on this master resource doc, my brother and I are very into health and biohacking and being in an optimal flow state. A lot of a lot of our reps, and you guys probably know at the Dallas convention and at the home builds we go down in Mexico and do, we incorporate breathwork. Breathwork is probably one of the most powerful things my brother and I have incorporated into our lives in the last several years to help us get into a flow state, a peak state, to get that good energy, that good vibration going. So the same people that we partner with to do the impact journeys, guys, that do the breath work and that's Prosperity Homes, who does the home builds in Mexico. Giving Business Soul is our good friend Francisco, who has that company, and he does a free breath work every Monday, guys. Check it out every Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. How many of you want to start your week in an optimal flow state with a good, healthy vibration and gratitude and feeling great? Go to flowmondays.com, guys. There's a sign up on the, yes, Kat says the breathwork's amazing. Yeah, I know Kat's on there quite a bit. Go to flowmondays.com, guys. If you're on there at Monday at 9 a.m., you can click join. But if you want to get a reminder to join, fill that in there. And yeah, Prosperity Homes, we're going to have our impact journey next month. This is the organization. If anyone wants to donate to them, John, maybe you can put in our specific team link for donating to them. And we'll keep building this out with more resources for my brother and I's, not only healthy habits, but philanthropic resources as well that my brother and I are very into. So yeah, John, and everyone on the call, this is just an overview of this resource doc that I have to help my team, and any of you guys in Powur are more than welcome to use this, leverage this, use my resources. I will put this in the chat again.
Wow. I don't know about y'all, but my mind is freaking blown right now. And I've seen this before and I know all this stuff. So if you don't mind typing into the chat, thank you, Chris, or thanks for sharing, or, I know this was a ton of information. I know this covered a lot of things. All of our minds are blown. He's freaking been in sales and solar for 1.5 years, and you can just tell how insanely smart he is. Seriously, this document is insane, right? I mean, I'm not the only one that thinks this. I mean, Jesus, the stuff that's in this document, it's 100x level that any of us are playing at. It's clear as day why he's kicking so much major ass and even understands all this stuff. It's insane. Like, honestly, hats off to Chris. And the fact that he's sharing this and developing systems for other people. Who's making their own document? Who's making their own training, like JC and Tom and my brother? Who's doing a women leadership training? Who's the next person out there to do a weekly training, to go out on their own, to record their own video? So, man, this document, guys, save it, research it, go over it on your teams, go over it page by page, watch a video in the car, at the gym, in the morning. If you're taking this business seriously and you're going to kick ass for the next 10 years, this is your roadmap right there. And please, like Chris said, review all the resources, knowledge base, go through it, and then, reach out, follow the steps. So thank you so much, Chris. I'm going to just stop this recording. We're going to hang out here for maybe another 10 minutes, do some Q&A session with you and with the team. Any questions at all? But yeah, thank you so much, Chris, for sharing. This video will be put on YouTube, and we'll also include the link to that document on the recording as well.